What's going on, everybody? You are now tuned in for the Triple M Boxing Channel, your source for all your boxing needs. Tomorrow, we are heading to New York,
Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn, New York, the Golden Diner, to watch the man's fight. I'm excited for this fight too, man, because there's been a lot of build up, somewhat in the build up to this whole fight here. But before we go into the main event, which is Tank versus Roach, we got to go over this undercard here, man. Our boy Ryo versus Antoine Russell. I'm excited for this fight, bro,
Yeah, man.
because
Go
the
ahead.
Russell guy, the Russell guy, against his fight against Puello, I'm not gonna lie, I thought he won that fight. And like what we were talking before we started shooting, it should have been just a rematch. I would have been happy with that, right?
Yeah.
But um, I think Ryo's gonna have a good challenge on his hands here against Russell. What do you think about this guy?
Two totally different fighters than what, Ryo fought, because Ryo fought Pitbull, obviously a come forward smaller fighter. Now he's fighting a guy that's bigger. You can argue more powerful with his knockout ratio. And, he's a little bit, um, I'd say, yeah, well, obviously he doesn't fight, okay, he doesn't fight anywhere close like Pitbull. You know, he's a dog like Pitbull, but he's totally different. Like I said, he's longer, the reach is longer. You can argue the power is more, and he's a little bit more tighter when it comes defensively to, than Pitbull, because Pitbull throws a lot of overhands, doesn't jab. Gary Russell jabs more than Pitbull. I guess every fighter jabs more than Pitbull. Um, but yeah, it'll be a totally different challenge for Ryo, and I think this is a live underdog. However, it's also a dangerous opponent for Ryo. Anyone with almost 100% knockout ratio is dangerous to fight. Ryo's got put out before by De Los Santos. It'll be a tough fight for Ryo, man. But this is a good test for him, and I want to see him victorious. But I just, he might dig deep a little bit in this fight. But what do you think?
I think the same thing, man. And like the fight with Pitbull, everyone thought Pitbull was gonna put him out.
Yeah,
Look what happened.
I
He
I thought
won.
I thought I thought Pitbull was going to. Yeah,
Yeah, like we thought Pitbull was gonna sleep Ryo, but lo and behold, Ryo boxed Pitbull and won.
I think that's a
Right?
that's an underrated part of Ryo's game. Is people just think he's a big puncher and he's just out there to kill, man. No, Ryo can box. Ryo can move. As a southpaw, Ryo can move, man. He kind of reminds me of a mini Lomachenko, a mini Pacquiao when it comes to his movements, where he leads with his left hand, I guess, left cross, and then he goes to his right. The way he boxed, the way he moved against Pitbull, he was able to avoid all his big shots. Um, and he did that against Colbert too. When he ultimately got him out of there, but I think his movement is underrated. He's gonna need that movement though, against a guy like Gary Antoine Russell. So I want to see him victorious Saturday night, really.
Me too, man. You and me both. Now the main event. I'm excited about this one. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach. Like I said, there's a lot of build-up about this fight. They've competed against each other's in the amateurs. But
A
here's the
lot.
thing, that's the amateurs.
Yep.
Headgear, bigger gloves.
Yep.
Now there's no headgear, 8-ounce gloves, smaller gloves. Bro, this is gonna be a different type of fight. This is exactly like what they were talking about with like Garcia and Haney. When they
Yeah.
spar each other in like the amateurs and all that stuff. This is a different game.
Yeah. I agree. And the thing is, they were young,
Yeah,
when they fought in amateurs. Obviously, they've improved a lot. They've changed their styles. They're in the pros now. They sparred a lot though as pros because they're from the sa- same area. So I think it'll be interesting. I do have Tank ultimately knocking him out, probably middle rounds. That's my prediction. But I think Roach has a chance to win this fight because he sparred Tank numerous times as a pro. So he kind of knows what he's getting into. Although they're different gloves, they're probably 16-ounce gloves. Now just fighting with half of that. But I think in terms of like skill set, Roach does have the skill set. Now the question is, does he have enough pop to keep Tank honest? Because not a lot of really all of Tank's fights really there's what Pitbull that might have s- you know hold him back a little bit. Barrios was able to hold him back a little bit, but at the end of the day, if you don't hurt Tank, which in pretty much in all his fights, he's just gonna move forward and knock you out, really. So there's Roach. We know Roach has the skills. Is it more than Tank? I don't think so, but I think he has enough skills to keep Tank, just not, just to keep Tank just to move forward and bully him. However, you need power to do that. And if Roach doesn't have that power moving, he's moving up from 132. I think it'll be a it'll be a tough night for Roach, regardless, their history and all that. I just think if he doesn't have enough power, which we still have to find out if he does, it'll be a long night for him, or arguably a short night.
One way to find out, man. But I'm excited for this fight though, because like you mentioned, they have sparred against each other numerous times, right? So they both kind of know what kind of power they have. But again,
Yep,
they're rocking smaller gloves this fight,
way
right?
smaller, half.
Way smaller, bro. So like it's gonna be interesting to see if Roach can take a clean, powerful shot from Tank. That's the question that will be
That's a
answered
question.
tomorrow.
Yeah, we know Tank can take punches. I know Roach will get him with a few shots. That's not a question. Tank usually starts slow. Roach is probably going to start early because he needs those early rounds and he needs the momentum. But yeah, again, once he gets hit by that left hand, right hand, whatever hand Tank decides to hit him with, it'll be a long night for him, man. And my prediction will be Tank in the middle rounds by KO. Maybe just like like how he KO'd Frank Martin or how he KO'd Ryan, man. The thing with Tank is he doesn't hit. He has power in both hands, and he can use it to knock you out either to the head or to the body. That's the danger and beauty of Tank's game.
So you heard it here first, man. Put money on rounds 4 to 6. This is not financial advice, but let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think Roach has a chance? Do you think Tank is gonna end the night early? Do you think Ryo is gonna come out on top? Let us know in the comment section below. And until next time, guys, we're the opposite of in.